My first train of the day was CSX X452, even though based on the timing of day you'd think it's M452, but I guess not. Really good horn on that ES40 DC leader.
Chatham, over. You said 3292? That's correct. CSX Foreman Chatham gives engine number 3292 permission to come through his work limits on the Vitus sub from the AIE 53.2 to the AIE 54.3. Officer back in the clear. You may proceed. Authorized speed to your train. Over.
I moved up north to Kathleen, and a spot that I've been wanting to try on the Vitus sub for a good few months. I was waiting for M457, the usual southbound manifest from Baldwin to Taft. I knew that he'd be through here soon, since he usually goes through here this time of the morning. I knew that he would cross the Stokes defect detector, and that would give me a slight heads up. I didn't know that he'd cross it right about now.
CSX detector, milepost 849.7. No defect. Repeat, no defect.
He is close. After hopping out the truck, I realized that I'd need to be on the other side of the road to get a good shot. So I did, making sure not to get hit by any cars. This is probably one of my favorite shots of this trip. Sucks that some of the camera work was a little bit shaky, but anyways, here's a pretty short M457. Only 136 axles, which is pretty short compared to how it usually is. After attempting to catch M457 again, and failing, I went down to Wabash Avenue after hearing Y162 in the picture. Y162 today had the same locomotive and engineer as when I saw it the day before. This time it had a way shorter load, and actually had the locomotive facing me, which was pretty cool.
CSX Foreman Chatham, M452, over. Yes, sir. You got engineer tipped in. We got lead engine 5216, like permission to your workman. CSX Foreman Chatham gives engine number 5216 permission to come through his work limit. on the Vitus sub from the AR 853.2 to the AR 854.3. Any equipment off the track is clear. You may proceed. Authorized speed for your train. Over.
Thanks, Adam. Dixon on the 1516. Got permission through your work limit. Vitus sub between the AR 853.2, AR 854.3. Minute equipment iron clear. Max speed permitted. Over.
That is correct at 1020.
Alright, 1020. Have a good day.
Here's the usual 452, that being M452, Miami to Waycross. This one had another ES40 DC leader, this time in YN3C paint that looked to be pretty new. I could have gotten better lighting on the locomotives if I was on the other side, but I wanted to be under the trees with shade, so yeah. I went back to Wabash Avenue and got surprised by M604, which I thought ran in the evening still, but after being abolished and reinstated, I guess it runs during the midday now. Little did I know that this train would cause pretty big problems for me later. After M604 had passed, I went back in the truck to wait. I then heard the crew call emergency and went down to Lakeland Junction to see if I could get a close-up look. When I got there, I saw a separation of some of the tankers mid-train because of a broken knuckle. Now, M604 was not only blocking the Vitus sub, but was also blocking up the A-line. Ain't nothing getting through here anytime soon. One of the trains being held up was Amtrak 91, which was already running about an hour or so late. He would be stopped here for about 2.5 to 3 hours while M604 fixed the issue. It would be a long wait for the crew and passengers, and this also held up some other trains in the process. And there's M604. Wow, he had stopped right near 604. Okay, since he stopped there, I'm gonna just go back to Wabash.
South Lakeland on the main. You got the 3
After what felt like an eternity, M604 finally moved, and 91 could get on his way, now running about 4 hours late on its way to Tampa and pointing south. After Amtrak 92, I made my way to downtown Lakeland. In the process, I saw L772 coming towards me. I barely had time to get my camcorder out and basically missed the first locomotive. It had a flared mag in the second position, which means that was probably the lead locomotive on its way towards Davenport. I don't know how that random Jeep got on there though. While waiting in downtown Lakeland for M453, I saw Y220, one of the Winston Yard switchers that usually carries boxcar traffic. The reason why Y220 does the reverse shove is because of the layout for the customer that they work. I learned that actually from a viewer in my last video, so I really appreciate the information on that. After Y220, I then heard the Stokes defect detector go off for something with only 12 axles. I was confused initially until I heard L743 on the radio and then saw it parallel to me on West Main Street. Knowing I wouldn't make it to Wabash, I quickly went to Goddard's Produce and just barely managed to record it. This explains why I only heard 12 axles on the defect detector. I then went back to the Lakeland Junction spot where M453 was parked. He didn't have a crew though, so he'd be here for a pretty good amount of time. I got some really good photos while he was stopped though, and those are posted on my Instagram if you want to see them. As Amtrak 91 approached Wabash Avenue, this would mark the last train on this trip. I would have stayed for a 92 and IO 44 and all that, but I had plans afterwards and had to pack up and make it back home about an hour or so away. With Amtrak 91 off in the distance and approaching the signal at Lakeland Junction, I packed up and made it back home. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be out to Railfan again, but I do have some plans, and we'll hopefully be able to show them off sometime in the future. Anyways, see y'all, stay tuned.